Thanks, Mike, again. Thanks for watching. Today I went to the closest local card shop to me, which is about 30 miles away in Portland, Maine. It's called Don's Baseball Card Shop or Don's Sports Card Shop. I've been there once or twice before. I love it. It's a great card shop. Highly recommend. It's not owned by Don. I don't remember the owner's name, but he's a really nice guy. Has an amazing shop. You can find any sport, any year, anything. It's just, there's so much. It's big. I put up some pictures and go through what I'm looking at on these pictures, but I was obviously most interested in Red Sox stuff and vintage stuff, and I did find some Carl Yastrzemski cards, which, you know, I PC Yaz. So I also wanted to get some things that I could send off to get autographed via TTM from some athletes. So I'll go through what I have, but I also wanted to talk about prices, because, you know, you go into this local card shop and you look at the cards and you think, man, he's really overcharging for these cards. And then at first, that was my first thought. And then I looked at them and I realized they are in spectacular condition. So I'll show you one of these, for instance. This Yaz, I think it's a 61 post. It's like a game card, or I don't remember, 68. I don't know what year it was. And I think he had it for $25 maybe. And so I went on eBay just to see, because I'd never heard of this or seen this card before. And so I went on eBay and they're going for like $8 or $9. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. But I was looking at those ones on eBay and they're torn. They're in incredibly poor condition. And this one's in pretty fantastic condition. It's not a PSA 10, not that I'm gonna get it graded, but it's in very good condition. It's got some soft corners a little bit, but so for 20, you know, I talked it down a little bit. I figured not a bad deal. Plus, another thing about getting these cards in hand is that you can really examine them, which is much better than doing on eBay. In eBay, you kind of have to rely on the quality of the photos, whereas in a local card shop, they might be charging more, but you have that ability to just pick up the card and say, really examine it and say, this card is in much better shape than the ones I'm looking at on eBay. So Don's Card Shop, he's got unbelievable cards, modern, vintage, oddball cards like this. So here are the cards I picked up. Aside from that Yaz, I also picked up a Nomar Garciaparra 95. I had never seen this one. Prime Prospect. I like that card. It was $1, I think. I got a Yaz 1970, which I hadn't had this one before. And the centering is perfect. And while I don't get cards graded, I do love good centering on a card. They display better. I also got this Yaz 75, which I hadn't had before. Really nice shape. Jim Cat, I can never remember how to pronounce his name. This is a 62, right? The wood paneling, 62, I think. And it's not his rookie. His rookie would be 1960, but it was a couple dollars. And so I figured, why not? That's Jim, he's brand new Hall of Famer and he does TTM. So I'm gonna send it off to him and hope to get it signed. And Bill Lee, big Red Sox guy, 1970. I don't know if he does TTM, but I figured for a 1970 Bill Lee, I think it was $1. So I'm gonna send that off to him too. So I picked these, what are these, 6 cards out that came out to about $60. And I went up to him, I said, this comes to 60. Can I do 50? And he said, sure. Very easy. I probably could have said 45 and he would have agreed to it, but I don't like to be pushy. So I gave him 50. And it was very easy. He's very friendly. If you can have a chance to go into Don's in Portland, Maine, you should do so. If you are into this type of video, please click subscribe. I have a lot of 2 to 3 baseball card videos per week, little basketball too. I didn't find any good vintage basketball that I was into at the card shop. But yeah, click subscribe, click that bell icon so you get notified when I create a new video. Thanks for watching. Here's outside of Dawn's. Don't be fooled by the dingy sign in the storefront. It's just downtown Portland. The inside is very clean and nice and organized, but you can see it's kind of in a weird spot in Portland. At least for me, I'm never in this area of Portland, and so I always feel every time I go there, I feel like it's way out of the way, even though it's really only 10 minutes away from the things that I go to in Portland. So let's take a look inside. These are just some of the $1 bins when you come in. So each card, I think each card is $1 unless otherwise marked. This is where I got of the Billy, the Nomar. I don't remember if I got anything else in here, but they have cards labeled. A lot of Red Sox players, a lot of Boston players for various sports, but then also superstars. There's a Shohei Ohtani bin. There's like a Joe DiMaggio bin, you know, modern DiMaggio cards that I wasn't really interested in, but it's a cool $1 bin. This is one of the vintage corners or cabinets of his shop. You can see towards the right-hand side there, 1954 Jackie Robinson, raw, really nice, priced at $550. Nothing else really noteworthy here, but there are piles of vintage, and you can just ask, can I see what's under this? And it's usually the same year. They just put the superstars on the top. This is a display case with some really cool things like old Yankees yearbooks from the 1950s and before. In the middle is a Hank Aaron photo autographed. There's a Carl Yastrzemski auto up above. A lot of autographs, a lot of really old things like sport magazines in the bottom left. I thought it was really neat. On the shelves here, we have some junk wax boxes, and then in front, some hockey cards, and behind that, some supplies. This is their 1970s display case with pretty much every superstar card of the 1970s. A lot of Nolan Ryan, a lot of George Brett, Mike Schmidt. There's a Jim Rice rookie. There is a Jack Morris rookie. If you look closely enough, you can see that 75 Carl Yastrzemski that I bought as well. This is a mixture of modern basketball and 1990s basketball. You know, a lot of Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum, and then Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant. This is a baseball vintage display ranging, I think, from 59 to 71, roughly. So a lot of really good stuff. He keeps all the best stuff right on top there. One that caught my eye is this 52 Bowman Mickey Mantle in not great shape. I don't know if it would grade out as a 1 or 2, but it's not in great shape. He's priced it at $1,400, and I found a PSA 1 that just sold recently for $2,500. So if I were into investing, buying this for, let's say, $1,200, sending it off to PSA to grade for $100, and then profiting probably over $1,000 would be seemingly fairly easy to do. A little too risky for me to try out right now, but maybe in the future, something I would consider trying. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Again, please subscribe. I've got a lot more videos coming out very soon, and I appreciate you watching.